Hey, what's up everyone? This is Jim LaBuda here once again, and today we're going to take a look at your 2023 Champion Golfer of the Year, Brian Harman. Now, Brian is not known as a very powerful golfer. He did not overpower the golf course at the Open Championship this year. He was very, very precise and very accurate with his approach game. So let's go ahead and take a look at his golf swing and see what has helped him to 3 runner-up finishes this year and helped him secure his first major championship. So I've got 2 lines right here. You can see one on his knees and one we're going to call on the back on his tush line. I'm going to add another line in here. We're going to talk about his chin line. Now, in my opinion, I think Brian is standing a little too close to the golf ball here. I'd rather see this chin line intersect the edge of his left hand. I think a lot of times when we get too close to the golf ball, what happens is our ball striking suffers. We're not able to make great contact with the ball. And usually, if we're too close to the golf ball, you end up hitting the golf ball fat. Obviously, it worked out for Brian this year. Let's go ahead and take a look at his golf swing. As he starts moving the golf club away, first thing we're going to notice here is as he gets the golf club parallel to the ground, I want you to notice a couple things. Very, very limited upper body movement. This whole takeaway is with his arms. How do we know that? Look at the trail arm here. It's definitely starting to bend. He's got a real early trail arm bend in his swing. The other thing we're going to look at is the club face position. Very, very straight up club face there. You can see most times here we talk about the club face being parallel with your spine, but you can see he's got a lot of forearm rotation. So as he goes back, his golf club the face of that club is really opening. Not a bad position to be in, but you've got to be able to then square up the club face into impact and release it through impact to be able to hit those long straight shots. As he gets to the top of his swing, this is where a lot of the upper body rotation comes in. But what I want you to notice here is how his lead arm, which is his right arm here, and then obviously the face of that golf club, those 2 lines are parallel. So even though he has a lot of arm motion going back, real early trail arm bend, he's able to square that golf club really well at the top of his swing. We're also going to talk about now his lower body movement. Not a lot of hip rotation here. Left knee is kind of straightened up slightly, and that right knee is kind of moved in towards the golf ball. As he starts coming down in his golf swing now, you're going to notice a couple things. We get to this position here. We talk about this a lot. Golf club shallows out. Look at how this position now of the club, the grip end of the club's pointed well outside the golf ball. But as we get into impact here, a couple things we want to point out. Again, real good position here. But as we get into an impact position, here's what I want you to look at. Look at what happens to that knee. His trail knee has gotten back to the original position. So he's not over-rotating those hips. And that trail foot is on the ground. And then as we look here, we look at that right hip as it starts to rotate. It's not too open, but he is definitely not early extended. He's been in a position where he now stays in his posture. This is a real good position if you want to improve your ball striking like Brian Harman did this weekend. Look at what your right hip does, but focus a lot on those knees. Too many times at this position, we see this left knee, or what we would call your trail knee, way out here moving towards the golf ball, which causes those hips to be too open, which a lot of times causes the hands to be too far behind your body, resulting in 2 things. Either you're going to block the shot or you have to flip your hands through impact in order to square up the club face. Brian does a really good job here of keeping his lower body, I'm not going to say quiet, but he's using his lower body really well as he gets into impact. And you can see here, as he starts to release the golf club through, real good club face control. Lower body still in a real good position, but it's the momentum of the golf club that pulls him into a full follow through. He's not moving his hips. He's not over rotating that lower body at all, but he has really done a great job of letting the momentum of that golf club pull him into a full follow through. So congratulations to Brian Harman on being named the Champion Golfer of the Year and winning the tournament. Hopefully we'll see him in the 2023 Ryder Cup team this year in Rome, Italy.